Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton, Adult1095, which is another Transformers Timelines video, and today we're taking a look at the second Timelines 2-pack, that being Hearts of Steel, Megatron, and Bumblebee. So you can see right here, they're battling in some small town on the railroad line. All this steampunk detail, you get the valves here, like little, I guess these are like transistors or something, piping, gauges. 18 steps for Bumblebee, 17 steps for Megatron. Got the Autobot symbol here, just a mirror of this side with, I think, different Cybertronian writing. They might be the same, I'm not sure. Still haven't translated it yet from the other pack. You got a worm gear right here. So let's go ahead and get this open. So just slide the cover off. We gotta get some more of that steampunk detail. Like the little latch here, all the gears and pulleys, more of the piping. Same thing up here. So on that side you get that grade, another gear, another gauge. Some more gears and pulleys and everything there. Same thing on Bumblebee's side. Again, all those gears and clockwork. Then we'll go ahead and cut this right here open. Have to cut this side too. And there we have Bumblebee and Megatron. So you can see some more Cybertronian writing up here. Let's go ahead and get these guys open and check them out. Alright, and here we have Megatron and Bumblebee from the Hearts of Steel San Diego Comic-Con 2-pack from Timelines. And I really dig how they turned out. Honestly, I'm more impressed with these two than I am with the Starscream and Optimus, purely because this Megatron design has never seen any type of production ever, other than, you know, just image on the back of the comic or concept art. No third party has ever made a figure of it. Nothing. So really awesome to see this, and finally an official version of this Bumblebee, and they're both a lot of fun. Paint wise, you know, Megatron doesn't have a whole lot, mostly just the silver on these giant ironclad wheels. Of course, these spikes on his shoulders. You got the silver on the abdomen, a little bit of red in there as well. Of course, the Decepticon symbol, red eyes. I can't really, there we go. And yeah, not a lot of paint on Megatron, but on Bumblebee, there is quite a bit. So you get some silver paint highlighting all these cogs and gears and clockwork moving through his legs. You got some gunmetal gray here on the cowcatcher. Got some silver on the abdomen. You've got the gold here on the chest, kind of like these valve and details. I've got the riveted center there with gold. Some more gear detailing here, but unpainted. Got some more of that gunmetal gray here for the boiler and the smokestacks. Even got written in letters, even going behind some of these pipes, the word B. So you got that. You got some bronze here on the shoulders as well. Of course, the silver face and blue eyes. I'm trying to see if there's any more bronze, but I'm not seeing any more here in robot mode. But you do get some of that gunmetal gray. Again, here you got this giant cog, and I guess these are like buffers. So we've got that. Now, as far as articulation goes, we'll start with Bumblebee because he's right here. Head is on a ball joint, although actually I think it's it's a ball joint. Okay. So you get decent rotation on that. You got ball jointed shoulders. You get a bicep swivel, 90 degrees at the elbow. No wrist movement other than transformation. You get waist swivel. Hips go forward and back, all the way out. Thigh swivel. Get 90 degrees at the knee. And some more gear detailing. Get an ankle tilt. Get down. You can kind of get it to tilt up, but again, it catches on the lantern there. So, of course, the wheels rotate due to his transformation. I'll go ahead and give him his weapons, which are very much G1 styled blaster. A little bit of silver paint on there. Put that in there. And he gets his hammer that was used in this comic series. I believe he was supposed to be the engine that went up against John Henry. And I just noticed mine does have some paint details messed up, but it's fine. But yeah, silver, you got the Autobot symbol. Just put that right into his hand like that. Now we'll go ahead and go on to Megatron. Again, ball jointed head, get a full decent range of emotions out of that. I do like how his helmet kind of gives the vibe of like a powdered wig. Just the shaping of it. Of course, 360 rotation. You get 360 at the shoulders, in and out on a hinge swivel, bicep swivel. You get 180, almost 180 degrees out of the, actually you do get 180 degrees due to the transformation. Nothing at the wrists. You do get a waist swivel, forward and back at the hips. You get all the way out, thigh swivel, well over 90 at the knee due to the transformation, and a very slight ankle tilt. And I did forget, go ahead, actually no, I didn't, because I did in the same order I am with Bumblebee. You get his fusion cannon, though this time it is just a straight up cannon barrel. And then you get this little teeny tiny turret up here. I don't know if it's supposed to be that or just a sight. Do get some gold trim around that and at the end of his cannon. It just plugs right into this port. Try to plug it into there, it doesn't fit. So there we go. So much like the G1 comics and toy, the cannon sits on top of the forearm instead of off to the side. So again, also like Galvatron. So as far as transformations, we'll go ahead and start with Megatron because he's the most, actually, I did forget. Go ahead and bring in Optimus. And Starscream, so you can get the whole set of 4. There we go. And, you know, here in a few months, we'll be seeing what timelines year 2 will be like. So, interested to see what they have planned for that. But again, we'll start with Megatron. He's the most simple to get into his alt mode. So, just point the feet down. I'm going to rotate his hips around. Open this section here. Again, tons of detail with all these rivets and everything. Fold the head in. Close that back up. And from the forearms, we'll open that up. Flip the fist in. Flip out these smaller cannons on the sides. This side, bring this up to there. Fold this back. Fold in the fist. Fold this section back out. Close up the forearms. Sometimes easier said than done. What's going on here? Not sure what I'm doing wrong. Oh, not supposed to close these up on here, so rotate that around, bring this up. There we go. Okay. Again, just like with Amalgamus, I have not transformed these guys in a while. So yeah, these will tab into what will be the top of the body of the tank, or the cannon. So rotate that around, bring this up. This will tab into here. Bring these wheels down. Flip the robot mode feet up. And they will tab. Actually, it's better to tab them together first. It's kind of fumbling over everything today. Flip this up and around. Tab those in. We'll take this section, tab it into there. Take the turret, or the barrel, and plug that in. And there is Megatron in his Civil War cannon mode. And it does roll really well, even on those spikes. So, kind of puts the Junkions to shame. It does have these two little caster wheels underneath. But again, you get tons of molded in details. So you got those, you get these little guns here. All the rivets all through here. Small and large. You get all this detailing here. All the gears and everything. Just very beautiful molding on these guys. So there is Megatron. Set him aside for now. And we'll focus on Bumblebee, which, again, remove the weapons. Take the arms, kind of bring them down. Fold up the fists. Rotate the fist, bring that down. I'm gonna bring these, close the head up. Actually, bring these down. Oop, don't take the arm off. Actually, we'll bring these out to the sides as well, just to get them out of the way. Just bring this down. Fold this down. And we'll go ahead and flip this section back. Bring this back so we can bring that down a little bit further. So now we can so we do want these arm sections to be in those little divots. Bring this up and around fully like that. There we go. Bring this down. Now we can go ahead and close this section up, allowing the head to fold in. It's a little tricky. There we go. Pops that up, pop that in. Bring this up, bring down the roller mode feet. Those will collapse into the front of the locomotive. Bring these little sections down out of the way just for now. These will tab together. That will tab, or the boiler will tab into the foot plate. Rotate these sections forward. Rotate these arms back. There we go. Put that down. Bring these sections up. And then this plug will go right into the post or the port on the wheel. And from here, take this. It just kind of tabs in to there. We'll take the blaster, plug it in right here with the barrel facing towards the front. And there's that. So there's Bumblebee in his train mode. And rolls really well. He is a 040, but the rest of the design is completely original, just like it was in the comic, and it is funky looking. It is a strange little locomotive. Obviously, being a Cybertronian, it's going to be self-propelled, so there is no spot for a engineer or a fireman, because this seems to be all firebox. You get the very small boiler and smoke box here. You Got the 2 smokestacks. I'm guessing these are safety valves. And 2 little lamp irons. Of course, a cow catcher at the front that looks more like the snowplow that Thomas used in a couple of the stories. So there's that. Let's go ahead and get the other 2. First of all, here he is with Megatron, and yeah, again, he is dwarfed by this giant cannon. There's also Optimus and Starscream, which, yeah, these 2 have the best transformation. These 2 have the worst. I think Bumblebee is like, well, Prime's probably the worst, I think. So Prime, Bumblebee, Starscream, and Megatron. Megatron, I think, has the best, most simple transformation, followed by Starscream, then Bumblebee, then Prime. So there is that. And we'll go ahead and get these guys back into robot mode. Again, it's very simple for Megatron, so we'll just undo that. Bring down the feet, turn that around. Actually, that as is. So we can undo the arms, straighten them out, flip that little cannon in, flip the hand out, close this up, rotate the bicep around, flip that panel down. So again, open, bring that down and around, flip the little cannon in while flipping out the arm, or the hand. Flip that up, come back here, open this section up, flip the head out, rotate the waist, and give him his fusion cannon. There is Megatron back in robot mode. And then for Bumblebee, again, it is a little frustrating, but we'll do that. Pull the blaster from the underside of the train, or the locomotive. Bring these sections down about to there, so you can flip the forearms down, flip that back, flip these, unclip these, bring them up, flip that. I should probably help to undo this first, then bring that out. Split the legs. Here, undo the roll of head, so flip that all the way back out. From here, you can untab the boiler, bringing the arms out, flip them back out on that. So you can bring each side back up. Go. Flip the waist down, straighten out that, bring that out. There we go. So we're going to do this first. Flip that up and around. Straighten out the legs. Bring the arms up on this and straighten them out. Flip out the hand. This hand out. Try not to slide this whole joint off the arm. Flip this, or flip these sections down. Watch that down. And we'll give him back his hammer and his blaster, and there is Bumblebee back in robot mode. So for this Hearts of Steel set, I actually really enjoy this. Again, a lot more than I enjoy the Optimus and Starscream set, but they are still all a ton of fun. I would love to see, you know, Toy Hacks do the upgrade for Optimus, because, well, I mean, they've done the upgrade, but I'm thinking of DNA. It's late, I'm tired, so cannot wait to see what DNA does for Optimus. Starscream, I think, is fine. Megatron and Bumblebee, I think, are both fine. I don't think they need a lot of upgrades. There is the Toy Hack stuff that has come out for these sets, and yeah, so really enjoy this set. Again, I think I like it more than Prime and Starscream, but again, that doesn't make Prime or Starscream not fun. I enjoy these two a lot more. Megatron's a lot more simple. I do like Bumblebee's design and some aspects of his transformation a lot more than Prime, even though I put them close to the same level. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out the links down below, and be sure to check out my playlist for Age of the Prime Studio Series, and be sure to check out Axelon News every other Saturday. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. So long, take care.